Hello friends, welcome to my channel Creative Codings. From today, we are going to start a series of videos about theoretical computer science. So today's topic is finite automata. So what is finite automata? Finite automata is nothing but it is a mathematical model which accepts some input from the user, process that input and give output to the user again. So suppose this is our machine which accepts some input from the user, process that input and after processing it gives us a output. Every time this model is in one of the internal configuration, that configuration is known as a state. And depending on the output, it is going to jump to the next state. So there are 5 tuples. Mathematically, it is defined by 5 tuples. M is equals to Q, summation, delta, Q0 and F. Where Q stands for set of states, summation is set of input alphabet, delta, it is a transition function through which we can jump from one state to another state. Q0 is the initial state and F is the final state. For example, if I draw here one finite automata like this, Q0, Q1. This is simple example of finite automata. So when I say Q, so these are the set of states, that is Q0, Q1 and Q2. Summation is a set of input alphabet, that is nothing but A and B. Delta, it is a transition function. Transition function is different for different types of FA. There are basically 3 types of FA, that is DFA, NFA and NFA with epsilon. We are going to see in the later videos. Then Q0 is the initial state. Here initial state is a Q0 and F is the final state. Final state is nothing but my Q2. This transition function is represented in 2 ways. The first one is a transition diagram and the second one is a transition table. So transition diagram is nothing but a labeled graph like this with 4 components. The first one is the initial state. So the initial state represented by this one. Second one is the internal state. Internal state is nothing but this one. Third one is the final state. Final state is represented by double circle. And the fourth one is transition. Transition represented by this arrow. So with these 4 components, the labeled graph will draw. It is known as a transition function, transition diagram. And the second one is a transition table. Transition table is a 2-dimensional matrix where the first column indicates the set of states and the first row indicates the input alphabet. So we can say that Q0 on A maps to Q1. So Q0 and A goes to Q1. Q0 on B goes to Q0. Like this we can draw a table that is nothing but a transition table. So in the later video we are going to see about the different types of finite automata, that is nothing but deterministic finite automata, non-deterministic finite automata and non-deterministic finite automata with epsilon. Thank you. Just like my videos, subscribe and share.